definitely props to the cast. The first time, I guess I'll give some history about it. If you see on the flyer, we talked about, we did this show for a night out for safety and liberation, and it was an event sponsored by the Ella Baker Center that was hosted by Texas Advocates for Justice. And so this was a play on what does safety mean to us in our communities instead of the police. So as we know, every year or annually, the police does night out. And so that's where police officers, they come into communities and tell us that they keep us safe. Well, oftentimes the police, for a lot of black and brown communities and poor communities, the police don't keep us safe. Right. So this was a play as to not, come against police officers, but it was a play to say that we have the power as a community to keep each other safe, and what are some solutions. So I wanted everyone to know just what the basic history of the play, and is there anything anyone else can think of? But if you all have any questions about it, I write various plays that deal with issues in the community that actually touch on problems that people are facing today. And so we plan on working together, Dre and I, in extending this play to be a full-length version, dealing with policing in Houston and also poverty and how poverty is being criminalized in Houston.
My name is Dre. I've been friends with Nikki for over 10 years. We started at Texas Southern University. I have a strong background in theater. My current occupation, I guess, is an educator. In my free time, I do theater. Love theater, very passionate about the arts and singing. So that's just a short, brief intro of myself.
Hi everyone, my name is Tracy Vigilance. Like Dre, I just love the arts, love music. I play violin. I act when I can. I love it. It's a freeing thing, especially when you're able to act in something that has a message. So besides that, I own my own business, a resale shop, and I work for a company for about 8 years. So that's what I do.
Hey y'all, I'm V. Like them, I'm also creative, and I'm so happy to be involved with a project that really has an important message. There's a revolving door with homelessness and incarceration that many people just don't realize, or perhaps don't care to acknowledge, but it's really a revolving door with those two issues. So I think that this play was really important to me, and I'm so happy to be a part of it.
I want to let everyone know, I think majority of everyone in here is an artist, people that I know, and use art to make a change in our society. And I do want to say that I am thankful for Theatre Suburbia, and please, if everyone can, if you haven't already, to give them a donation, because we want to use art to make a change in our society, to point out the ills, and use our art to say, hey, we can make a difference in society with the arts to raise awareness about this issue. Because oftentimes I've seen art where it was used to not really make a statement, but it's just there, and really sometimes it's been used in mainstream to cause harm. But I think that using art is a very powerful tool to change society. So I'm thankful for this space. I'm thankful for Theatre Suburbia, allowing us to be here and put on this production. So it's just an honor and a blessing. And we also have, anytime you all want to, have any questions, we also have a poetry show that's coming up November the 10th at the Avant Garden, and we'll be talking about the show. The title of the show is Tears of a Revolution, and it's artists who are also advocates in their community. And so I think it's a powerful show because it's blending art with community activism. And so it's talking about their struggles, their personal experiences with incarceration or fighting against the system of mass incarceration. So everyone on this stage will be in the show. And also there's a few people that are in the audience who will also be in the show. But I do want to take the time time to recognize Soetry. I want to recognize my mother and also Zan Ashe. They're also poets here tonight. And also Nikki is with Texas Advocates for Justice. They're an organization that fights against mass incarceration and racial disparities in the criminal e-legal system. But thank you all so much. I don't want to take up too much time.
Where can you find more information about that event you were talking about?
Yes, I have some flyers.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yes, there's some flyers at the front, and then we also turned this play into a short film, and so we have flyers in the front as well.
Do you have any type of content or anything for mental health?
Yes, we actually did a play. It was back in 2016. It's called Diary of a Bastard Child, and it's about teen pregnancy, and it also deals with depression and mental health and various circumstances, and it looks at how these various circumstances shape our lives, and it visits various different approaches of how there could have been help in this particular area, but there wasn't. So that's we did that play in 2016. It was back, but it's Diary of a Bastard Child. I actually have a book if anyone is interested with all of my plays in them, but that play is also in there as well, and there's clips of it on our YouTube channel.
Because I founded a nonprofit for using the art for mental health awareness, so I was wondering if there was an opportunity to collaborate with that.
Yes, definitely. Well, let's wake up. Okay.
So you mentioned a little bit in the script, you talked about the jail overcrowding, and then there's this fact sheet. Can you talk a little bit more about the issues in your jail?
Yeah, so with jail overcrowding, many of us already, probably know that it's over 50%. I think it 70%? 70 of people that are incarcerated that suffer with a mental 80%. 80% of people that are currently incarcerated in Harris County Jail struggle with a mental health condition. Instead of people getting the various resources they may need and getting treatment, then they're locked up into the jails. And it's very interesting because one of the commissioners, Commissioner Rodney Ellis, said that Harris County is the biggest mental health facility in the country. And so instead of, them dealing with problems, these issues and getting people the help they need, the easiest solution they have found was to just lock up a large amount of people inside of the jails. And then compounded on top of that is that around, I believe, 80% of the people are still in pretrial and they can't afford bail, so they're forced to languish in the jails. And with the ongoing jail deaths and Harris County constantly being out of compliance with the Texas Jail Commission standards, there's organizations that's saying, well, there needs to be something done about this issue. And so that's what we're also, using our art to raise awareness and working with organizations such as Mickey's organization, who actually put out that fact sheet with Texas Advocates for Justice to say that, okay, we're using our art to raise awareness, but we also are going to be in commissioner's court and raising issue about this. We also are going to be talking to the community about this problem. And elections are coming up, so that's also important. Are we going to elect the next person who's going to maintain the status quo, or are we going to force them to say we need to end harmful programs and give our people, more economic resources, more mental health resources and treatment, instead of just locking our people up in jail for simply because of conditions that are largely outside of their control.
Yes.
Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate y'all.
Thank you so much for bringing it here. It's a great great topic, and